Welcome to Ridge Life. I'm Tim, and today we are in the Ridge Apiary. As you can see, we've got 5 colonies of bees. Almost all of these were swarm catches or splits this year, and they are doing great. Now, you see some bees flying. It is after Thanksgiving here in West Tennessee. That's right, late November. We have gotten abnormally warm temperatures today. It's getting up in the 50s. Bees are coming out doing cleansing flights. It was 25 degrees just a couple nights ago. So December, January, and February here in West Tennessee are pretty cold. So we need to get these guys winterized, keep the mice out with mouse guards, get the syrup feeders off, get some winter patties on there, do some other things that prepare them for life here in West Tennessee. Beekeepers up north, they've got a totally different setup. So they've got insulation to worry about. They've got freezing temperatures, you know, for considerable amounts of time. I really don't have that here unless that polar vortex comes back. Only time I've ever lost a colony of bees in the wintertime was when that polar vortex came through. But we're gonna get in here, check our bees lightly, just check them lightly, take care of these winter chores, and I hope you enjoy the show. First thing we're going to do is get these mouse guards installed. And what they are is they're metal strips with these holes in here that are just big enough for the bees to go through and mice can't get through. And it's metal, so the mice can't eat through it. So I'm going to take out the entrance reducers and screw these on to the entrance to the apiary and keep them mice out. Now we've got all of our mouse guards on. You can see they're screwed in. The bees are coming and going. Gives really good ventilation as well. Now I've got to get that old 2-to-1 syrup water off of there. Too much moisture in the wintertime. You know, there is, 1 part water, that 2-to-1 syrup water. And as we have 55-degree days like this and they get down to 25 at night, those high temps, low temps can cause condensation to build up on the bottom of the inner cover, drop down on your bees, and moisture kills bees. It's not the cold, typically, it's the moisture that kills your honeybees. So I'm gonna get the 2-to-1 syrup off of there and we're gonna get the winter patty on, but I'm gonna pour it into this bucket and I'll probably do an open feed of all that 2-to-1 syrup water way on the other side of the field here in the apiary and let them reclaim all that. As on a hot day like this, they'll come and get it, that's for sure. Now that we got all that old syrup water off, let's go ahead and feed our winter patties. Now, our winter patty does not have a lot of pollen in it. We don't want to encourage the queen to lay eggs and create brood because it's too cold for them to maintain that. So the bee population that's in here now has got to wait throughout the winter, and then when spring starts to come, she'll start to really start laying those eggs, 1,000–2,000 eggs a day. That's crazy, isn't it? But the bees that are in here are going to last throughout the winter. Normally bees, a 45-day life cycle, 28-day gestation period. But throughout the winter, their life cycle is longer. They live, they don't hibernate. They eat and they stay alive. Warm days, they'll go out and do cleansing flights and fly around, come back in and collect whatever's out there, if I feed or that kind of stuff. But so what we're going to do today is put winter patty on top of the inner cover. Now, if you're in a colder climate, you probably want to put it on top of the frames in each of your box, so that way the cluster can move around and get to it. I'm in a warmer climate, so I can put it up here. They'll come and get it as they need it. And some places, you really don't even need to feed your bees throughout the winter if you left them enough. So let's go ahead and open up. This is Hatmaker Colony, Queen Ernie. Ooh, I see, oh yeah, she's doing well. And this is a 2-frame box. I mean a 2 deep box. I'm looking down, seeing how many bees we have in there. I see lots and lots of bees. So let's go ahead. Now what I do is inner cover, hole up in the summertime, hole down in the wintertime. I like to have the hole down so any moisture that collects up here can ventilate out and dry up very, very quickly. So you see the bees right there clustered. They cluster like that in the wintertime. Now I'm going to get this patty, which you can see is just a real thick, sugary material. I'm just going to get chunks of it and lay it out all around the brim there, and they'll come get it. You'll see just as quick as can be. Put some right there. I don't want to put it all around it because it could block ventilation, and I definitely don't want to block any ventilation. So I'll put some all around here, move on to the next one. Last step I have for winterizing my bees is adding a moisture board. I'm going to add this moisture board between the top cover and the inner cover. It's going to soak up any moisture that would during that condensation period, hot temperature, cold temperature. This board, it's a particle board, real fibrous material that soaks up moisture very, very readily. So I'm going to put this again between the top cover and inner cover. Any moisture that, of course, it would rise to the top would start absorbing into this instead of dripping down on our bees. Well, I hope you enjoyed watching us winterize our bees here in the Ridge Apiary. We ended up reducing one colony here down to 1 deep because there was a lot of empty frames, and that's a lot of space to keep warm. The rest of them all had honey stores, both top and bottom, and lots of bees, except for the very, very last swarm catch we caught. So that was the gunslinger bees with Queen June down there on the end. So we've got one at the beginning and one at the end are just 1 8-frame deep, but the rest of them are all 2 8-frame deep. Lots of stores, lots of bees. We got our winter patty on it, and we'll be checking them every few weeks or so. We don't really mess with them too much. I'm not going to be getting inside the frames, inside the boxes again really until spring, unless there's a really, really warm day, just so I can check. But I hope you enjoyed the video. I love working with our bees. They are so fun and, of course, rewarding when they give you that beautiful, sweet honey. So if you like today's video, give it a thumbs up. Hit the notification bell to be notified anytime a new video comes out. If you haven't subscribed to Ridge Life, please take the time to do so now. Until next time, hope everyone has a blessed day, and go Ridge Life.